Dear viewers, this sentence, it will be hard for me to pronounce it myself. I avoid at all costs because it actually tells your mind stagnation and you need to avoid it. So let's get it out first of all. And I'm also going to show you which sentence to use instead, of course. So the sentence you should not say in that kind of classic situation that we all know. Imagine this. You are speaking to native speakers or speakers who already know the language that you're still learning on an intermediate or upper intermediate level, and you suddenly become very self-aware and you start to freeze and you're like, oh my God, I feel so powerless. I don't understand them correctly and I can't actually chip in. I can't make a joke as well because I don't know how to say it. And you start to freeze, and then this one pops out and just don't say it. You say, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't speak, and then the language. Just forget about this. What you're telling your brain here, if you say that, is, well, the negative that you can't speak it, and that's not true. What you need to say instead, and here's the social psychology behind it, is some positive information about what you're doing, the progress that you're going through. So you're putting yourself into the growth mindset by saying, I'm sorry. Well, you can say I'm sorry for politeness, but you shouldn't be sorry. It's normal if you're learning. You should be saying something like, I'm a language learner, or I'm still learning. Or if you want to at all, by all means, if you want to use the negative form, you can say, I am not fluent yet. The powerful word yet. It's just a state. At the moment, you're not fluent, but in the future, you will be. So you can say, I'm a language learner. Could you help me out with this? Can you help me learning? I just didn't follow the conversation. Can you say that slower? And by the way, these sentences are also the first sentences you need to learn in any new language because they will help you feel confident right from the beginning, even if you're not even, if you're on a beginner's A1 or A2 level, use these sentences to straight ahead to start speaking because language, as we all know, is all about speaking. Now, the social psychology behind it goes even further. Not only do you put yourself in a growth mindset with that, but you also create a really powerful connection with those people you're talking to. If you say, can you help me with this? Can you please correct me? I actually don't think it's rude. It helps me on my journey of language learning. If you do that, the other person will feel appreciated. It creates a bond. The law of social psychology behind it is actually, if you ask a person for help, this person will appreciate you more. So try that next time you are in a situation like that and start to, first of all, see the person you're talking to. Well, okay, it's like that. You haven't understood what the person was saying, but so what? That is life, and we only have one life. So you can say, and I repeated something like, okay, can you help me out with that? Could you in the future correct me, or could you talk a bit slower so I can, integrate myself into that conversation? Now, and here's my challenge. I actually said at the beginning, I will try to say this now in Italian. As you know, I run a new YouTube channel project to actually help myself and you to learn Italian. It's my fifth language, so I speak French, German, English, and Spanish. And now I want to, and this is my goal, within 2 to 3 years, I want to activate Italian. Activate, I'm saying I haven't studied Italian yet. I don't know anything about Italian. I just started 3 months ago. Activating means I want to speak. And even if in 2 years I just speak with an intermediate level, so what? My aim is to be able to follow a conversation in Italian. Now, I'm going to try to say this now, the magic phrase in Italian, and please, anyone who might be watching, who is fluent in Italian, please correct me or tell me in the comments how that sounds. Does it sound understandable? Okay, so here's the first one. I'm a student of Italian. Sono studentessa de lingua. Sono studentessa de lingua. Okay, please feel free to correct me. And I'm still learning. Sto ancora imparando l'italiano. Can you help me with that? Puoi aiutarmi, per favore? Aiutarmi, per favore, I think it is. Well, let me know. So I would try like that. And then obviously what I love myself about language learning, this kind of trying to speak your first sentences creates incredibly funny situations. So the social psychology, the bonding that you will have with people is just magic. So try that next time and leave me a comment if this resonates with you. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.